Hey everybody, what's up? I'm Mason the Mason. In this video I'm doing a stone fireplace. So here's a fireplace, right? The contractor put cement board up, right? I'm scratch coating this right on the cement board. You don't really need wire and all that just because it's already concrete. You can put right on it. Some people say you can put the stone right on the cement board, but when you go to put the stone on there, it's really hard to get it to stick, right? So just to save time with laying and not having to shim every stone or whatever, and I can just pop it on there, we're scratch coating it. So I made a couple videos about this. It's pretty easy, but I'm gonna go get some mud, show you the basics of what I'm doing. I already did most of it. I did the both sides here. One side done. Other side done. Now if you notice over here, this is what I'm talking about with it sucking the moisture out. You can tell up there it's a different color already. I maybe got done with this half an hour ago on this side. It's as hard as a brick. So this should help with the moisture issues and everything, and I'll be able to make it suck fast and not have to worry about it. There's quite a few different ways to scratch coat, right? The only thing I really use is a trowel and a tile trowel. Some people say not to use a tile trowel, but you know, you can use different tools for different jobs and different things. So it puts perfect lines in every time, right? And I never have to switch back and forth tools. I always have this in my hand. I can put it on, put the lines on. Some people want to use a normal finish blade, not a tile trowel. So the finish blade is just all four sides like this. They parge it and they take this thing called a hawk and just scratch it. I'm not a fan of the hawk, really. I've used it once or twice, but it's not my thing. This just seems to be nice. All of them are even, makes laying the stone real easy. So just as something to start, if you can notice, I'm going in sections across here. That's because if I put too much on there, it'll get so dry and it'll just rip off the wall. So I'm only going one trowel length at a time. I gotta jump up here though. Hopefully I don't fall off this bucket. Shh. So my mud is not very stiff. That's because as soon as I put it on here, all the moisture gets sucked out. So I just put it on here, the bottom of where I already was, and push it up. I'm at this edge, fill in the edge. That's why I got all plastic on the ground. Sometimes you drop some, can't help it. Alright, it's wet enough, I can do one more scoop. That's what we're worried about, falling down. Need to pick my legs up. Alright, another scoop. Nice and flat. Must have some chunky monkeys in there. That's not good. Alright. Nice and flat. Alright. So the corner is kind of hard, right? Here we are. Just gonna get it started there, you know, get it roughed up a little bit. And you just pull it through. Then I take the top stuff off because that's gonna get all dry by the time I come back to it. Now I probably should, since I'm right here, just go up to the ceiling. You ready to do that? But anytime you're like leaving for a second, you want to make sure all that stuff is off of there because it's just going to fall off when you run the trowel over it again. Getting close to the ceiling here, you got to be careful. So a lot of times you're going to have to maneuver your trowel in certain ways. So like right here, I'm gonna have to flip it over, you know. watching the sand. I don't really have anything to keep that clean, so I'm just gonna have to wash her good at the end of this. All right, good to go. So again, we're just gonna put some texture on the edge there, get her started. And all you do is keep the same angle, right? Drag it nice and slow. Boom. Come along here. Boom. Just one little part there. So that's pretty much it for your scratch coat, right? Every time I clean this off because you don't want the harder stuff getting in there and messing you up. But that's pretty much it for scratch coat, and it's really easy. And you just rub that all over till it's all filled. You want the lines nice and good so your stone will stick in there and not fall down, right? And yeah, that's it. So if you got any questions about this, drop them in the comments. I'll be happy to answer them, and thanks for watching.